I'm just listening to the sounds of the birds this morning. It's very calming. Very calming. Very peaceful right now. There's not a lot of construction going on. So I figured since it's like really quiet out right now that I would do a little tour this morning. Let me lighten this a little. Let's go walk around and see what's going on with the garden. I did do a garden tour video like last week. But I never got around to editing it, so I think this time I'll just edit it and upload and everything. And this is my weekly. Should I just start doing weekly tours of what's going on and what my plans are and see how much they changed from week to week, or should I do it like every other week? I think I'll do it every other week. Yeah. So every other week we'll start doing like video tours of the garden and see how much it changes from week to week to week. Let's go. Okay. So my strawberries are making a comeback and I love it. This is new. And so is this right here. This was here before. This is Axel cut everything that was up here. And then there were like some stems they looked like they were dying, so I just cut them off. And now this is it. I think I'm gonna get a longer, like a rectangle shaped pot to put them in to let them grow that way. It's my dookie. It's my dookie duke. Hi, Duke Duke. You hear the birds? Yeah. You hear those birds? The mint. Right there. Covered in all the green. Is gonna need a bigger pot too as well. So that's that. I don't want to put it in the ground because then it'll really take off. And I mean I could, but then I'm scared. And I don't want it to die, so I'm gonna leave it in here. Probably just get like a really cool bigger pot for it. Tractor Supply has really cool stuff. I'm slowly digging out all these weeds that are here and just trying to decide if I still want to do a weed and feed back here in certain spots, like maybe around the trees, not so much because the guinea pigs come back here and eat, but like everywhere else where I'd like in this area right here, like I know I'm not gonna put a raised bed right here because it's too close to that and it's too close to that. So I could definitely do a weed and feed in this area, just to keep the weeds at bay. But yeah, so I'm still working on my my little idea, my walkway. The flowers are all starting to come in really nicely and I love it. I'm probably gonna, once I get it the way that I want it, I will probably like do more flowers because right now I have it's mostly sunflowers and there's some nasturtiums and some peas, but I'm trying to think of something else. I might get some morning glories and have them grow up too. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, they all look good and I've been watering at night instead of during the day or like in the morning because I feel like the heat, it like immediately sucks up every ounce of moisture that's in here. So at nighttime, like around 6 or so, I've come out and have watered, and I feel like it's working because I wake up in the morning and the ground is still wet, and it stays wet throughout the day. So I'm happy about that. My prized possession. Look at how big these sunflowers have gotten. They're huge. This one's definitely taller than I am. Look, I'll show you. You see? Just about, right? Taller than I am? Or maybe it's this one. It's this one. Definitely. Definitely this one. Okay, so yeah, so my sunflowers are doing really well. I've got watermelons and like 3 plants that are doing great. I did put some radish in between certain spots in where the watermelons are. So hopefully that has deterred some of the bugs, and I feel like it's working though, because the leaves, they look great. They don't look like they've been chewed on or anything like that. So I'm really happy about that. So I'll show you. This one here, this weed, this one's doing good. Just waiting for that one to kind of take off. This one, excuse me, there's a radish that I've planted. This one here has already got its roots, its little curly cues into the ground. Oh, not anymore. It did. But you see, it's already got like little flowers on it and everything. So I think I'm gonna take those flowers off so that it can focus on growing some more, because this one doesn't have any flowers yet. Not until it gets to like up here. You can't see that, but yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and snip off these flowers because they're male flowers anyways, and there's no female flowers yet, so I'll just leave them. I'll take them out and let the plant focus more on spreading out. This one here is so long. You see that? This one here is really long, and I see there's no aphids, nothing. But this one is really long, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I leave it on the ground. I was thinking about putting it in, like having it grow up on a trellis, but I think I'm gonna let it just hang out on the ground. So, but yeah, I'm just taking off the male flowers for now so that it can focus on producing fruit. Look at this. Let me see if I can get you closer. The curlicue has decided to wrap itself around a branch. So that's cute. Those are so cute. So I'm letting that one grow out. Here's how the loofah is doing so far. Climbing and doing well. Every day I come out and I just help it get in between. See, there's a loofah right here. Although I'm pretty sure this is from Axel. because there's no bugs, nothing but ants. So, but yeah. They're doing really well. Everything here is doing really well. See how the loofah has got its hues, its little tendrils wrapped around. I'm trying to keep them. It hasn't opened, like none of the flowers have opened up or anything like that. So, I'm not afraid of cross pollination with the honeydews and the loofahs. So, when that, I will start, maybe being concerned when their flowers do start to open and I'll have to come out. Sorry, I'm moving around so much and I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to redo this. Okay. All right. All right. So I have the honeydews are doing really well. Honeydew melons, they're just growing up nicely. I've already have some fruit showing up. So I'm excited. I'm excited about all of this because this last year when we tried to grow watermelons and the loofah and the honeydews, their leaves did not look like this last year. We did get fruit from the watermelon and the honeydews, but they were about like that, probably about that big each. So I'm excited to see everything grow this year and I'm in competition right now with the birds. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how things are going to grow this year. Although I feel like things are taking a really long time to get to where they should be. Like I feel like I should have already harvested at least tomatoes by now. It's June, but then I take in the weather this year and think about the weather last year, and it's been colder a lot longer this year than it has been last year. And yeah, the wind, it's just been like every day up until like a certain point during the day, then the wind like really kicks up and it's just been really windy. Although I think the wind is like making the roots of everything like super strong, especially the sunflowers. So because they flop throughout the wind. But I think the wind has done them some good, and now we just need sun the sun's out, but I just need it to be hot and stay hot so that everything can grow like they're supposed to. The tomato that I haven't moved, and I don't think I'm going to. It's going to stay right here, and It's already it's got its little beautiful flowers. I've already got fruit on it. See? Tomatoes going already. So it's gonna stay. I'm gonna try something different with it this year. I've been coming out and kind of trimming some of the leaves on it. Look at this. Look at this tomato right here. Nice and plump. But I think I'm going to create like I want to have them grow up on the string for support. Um, 'Cause these are getting really tall, and I don't want them to fall all over the place and just grow wild. So they are going to somehow I'm gonna have to figure that out. How am I gonna do that? But create some type of trellis for them to grow up on. My black eyed peas, slowly. Axel's green beans, slowly. And a tomato that was growing. I hear hummingbirds. So pretty. Yeah, this tomato was over there by the honeydews, and I moved it, and slowly, it's still growing, but it's taking its time. Cover crops coming in, looking amazing. Rosemary. Here I planted more sunflowers, I believe, up against in the middle and on the back of it. And this plot right here that's wet, I got corn and green beans going. And then I was going to put some squash in here as well. So I have to figure that out. And then I got sage. I replanted sage and at least three or four seeds. I think it's 3 seeds here. And then sunflowers in the back. So we'll see how that goes. And then boom, 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 boom. Look at my pumpkins, guys. Look at how amazing they look. This is so exciting to me. Cause I'm like 100% sure that my pumpkins from last year did not do this at all. So I'm excited. Looks like everything has grown really well. And I do check these every day. I come in the back and check underneath their leaves. And there's nothing. I also planted, I got some radish growing in here, up against here as well, along with corn in between. Because I wanted to try the way the Native Americans grew things. And it was like the squash, the green beans, and the corn were all grown together. And so I think that's why I did this plot right here that way. And so I got corn, the green beans, and then I'm gonna get more squash and plant those there. Here are my potatoes. I gotta get some hay or some mulch or something to put over them. So I think I've planted like 4 potatoes in both rows, so I know it's gonna be a while for that. Here's my other raised bed. Got tomatoes over there, collards. The collards are doing really well now. Let's see. Make sure you guys can see it. Yeah. So I, after it's gotten eaten a couple times, I have come back to check on it. And the new leaves, they look okay. They don't look too bad. But this is going to be exciting. I can't wait to like cook, for us to cook our own collards instead of going to the store. And it feels so much more pride and connection with your food when you grow it, and then you get to eat it and pick it yourself, and you know exactly what you put into it and how much work you put into it and everything like that. So I'm excited, really excited. I got more okra growing. Here, I planted one more here because these ones were taking such a long time, and I was trying to figure out like what in the world is going on, because like I'll have to look through my videos, but I'm pretty sure last year that I was already starting to harvest okra at this time. Hold on, look at Duke. Gotta get that good back scratch. Collards. Yeah, so they're really taking a long time. Well, I would say maybe they don't like this spot if they weren't growing. But I don't see how anything that I'm growing in any of my beds don't like the soil. Hi, buddy. Daddy went to work. But the chickens, they came in and scratched up the beds and everything like that, and pooped in here, and so I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not trying to think too hard about it, but like, you know, it's kind of frustrating sometimes when you're growing things and it's not growing the way you want them to, or it doesn't grow at all, or it stalls, you know. And so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 okras that I've planted. And this here is taking a long time as well. I don't know what this is. Bell pepper. I did plant more bell pepper here too, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I'm waiting. See that nasturtium flower? I did replant flowers here. I've got sunflowers and zinnias and amaranths. And as long as Axel can keep out of here, everything will grow. But he likes to get into my raised beds, as you can see. But yay, look. Shoot, you can't tell. You can't see. Okay. The amaranths are going to be, they're like a burgundy color. So they're sprouting and everything, which makes me happy. And I know it said it was like 3 to a couple days, like less than a week or so, for the amaranths to sprout. And I've got some going here, so it's gonna add like a really nice pop of color to the garden. I'm excited about it. And some sort of cucumber here. Oh, it's gonna be funny to see it grow, or see what it is, and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Cause like nothing different. Some more watermelons here. The cucumbers just decided to not grow, and then all of a sudden they came out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, what's happening? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, if anything pops up in the bed besides, like, if it's a tomato like this one over here, I will leave it. But I don't want to. Do I really need another thing of tomatoes? Should I just leave it and let it grow? Maybe. But the radish, I'm gonna go on the other side. Look at this strawberry. Look at this. Look. This sunflower looks. Look at how big these leaves are. Look at that. I didn't plant sunflowers in there, but I've got 3 of them growing, so it's kind of crazy. The little green beans. Can't see. The green beans are growing. I was thinking that they were going to be like bigger and grow up some more and get taller and kind of grow up along here. So we're just letting it do its thing and let it grow, like this one here. Look at that pretty color. Flowers.
Mommy.
Yeah, buddy.
And now you tried to lift me up, but then I fell down because I was so heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Here are my lemon cucumbers. Here.
What are those?
These are all lemon cucumbers.
Ew.
Daddy really likes those, so I'm growing those for Daddy. And here I have my other set, collards, or this row is collard. I wrote it down so I know
Mommy,
what's
what
what.
are collards?
Collards, collard greens. They're big leafy vegetables.
What are
Collards
big leafy
and
vegetables?
like salads. They're really good for you.
What about cabbage?
So look, I got something popping up right there.
What about cabbage?
Cabbage, yep, cabbage is good too.
Is that cabbage?
So I'm gonna put the lid back on this.
Mommy, this might be cabbage.
No.
Mommy,
Thank you for
can we
watching.
still?
Thank you for sticking around and enjoying this wild and crazy ride with us and coming along on our adventure of gardening in Southern California. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.